Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Veda and this is The Simple Budget. Here on my channel, I show you how my family is using the zero-based budgeting method in order to get out of debt and simplify our financial life. If that sounds like content that you're interested in, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and join our little crew here. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. Can't believe I remembered that.
It's good.
All right, well, hi everyone and happy Monday. And I'm so glad that you're here back on my channel. I'm so glad that I'm here back on my channel. Obviously we did not get a video up for you on Friday while we were still away on vacation. I think I mentioned it before, but I didn't want to just like throw up some content just because. I wanted to have something substantive and I just couldn't think of anything that I could put up for you guys that would be what I would consider worthwhile. So I just didn't, but we had a nice little break from vacation. We'll get into all of that. First, I'm going to go ahead and count our cash. I think we're supposed to have 700 even. So let's go ahead and give it a count and then we'll get into the video. So 1, 200, 50, 300, 50, 70, 90, 410, 430, 50, 70, 90, 500,
Yep.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 700. So we did it. I did it. So I still have a little bit of skill left after being away for a little bit of time.
You're all relaxed now from vacation.
All relaxed from vacation. So actually, before we get into the cash stuffing portion of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and do just like a little mini vacation haul, just because I think it's fun. Or I thought it would be fun to show you guys just a few things that I picked up while I was on vacation. First and foremost, we went on vacation down in Wimberley, Texas. So that is in what is considered the hill country of Texas. So it's just outside of Austin. And as a not native Texan, I have to say that it is for sure the most beautiful part of Texas that I have seen so far. This is no hate to Texas or Texans, but I do not find Texas to be a particularly attractive state.
A little dull.
It's a little dull. It's very brown and flat. But hill country is lovely. And despite the fact that they're in a pretty serious drought right now, because it hasn't rained even where we live in forever, it was still green and the hillside was just absolutely beautiful. The views were stunning and all the little towns in that area. So like we were in Wimberley, but we made our way down to New Braunfels, and just the whole of Texas Hill Country is really, really lovely, very quaint, lots of really great little shops, small businesses, beautiful things to see. So if you are even remotely close and can get to it relatively easily, I highly recommend it. If you live on the East Coast, it might not be something that you would be interested in, because as far as like beauty is concerned, you can get more bang for your buck from a place like Kentucky or Tennessee. But if you're in the Texas area, hill country is where you're going to get the most beautiful like hiking and just like fun outdoor activities. So that we've seen.
Yeah.
That I gotta offer that caveat. Anyway, I'm just gonna dip in really quickly and show you guys what I picked up while we were there. So first up was this place that we popped into called the Old Mill Store. And, I mean, you can get raw honey from lots of different places in Texas. This is just one of the places that we happened to pick it up. And so I picked up 2 different kinds. I got their raw wildflower honey because in this huge jar. One, I'm a sucker for pretty packaging and I thought the jars were really pretty because they have this like pretty embossing on the other side of them. But also because I use honey to make cough syrup actually for my kids during the school year when they pick up all those little germs and things. The best cough syrup ever is just a really simple combination of raw honey, apple cider vinegar, and water. So I do a teaspoon of each, mix them together, and give them to my kids. And it is the most effective little cough syrup that you ever did use. And it's, better for them than the stuff that you can get from a pharmacy. And I always say to people, if you get raw honey that's local to you, it's the best because you're kind of ingesting like the pollen and things from that area to kind of acclimate your body to that area. So first of all, Texas wildflowers are absolutely beautiful. But the wildflower honey was something I was interested in because of that, to just kind of have like the local pollen and all that kind of stuff. And then this one, they called it's tallow tree honey. It's not made from beef tallow, but it's supposed to have like a richer flavor profile. And I used it this morning actually in our grits because, grits are yummy. They are not part of my meat only diet, but
indeed they're made of corn.
They are made of corn.
Which is not a meat.
Not a meat, but I'm still on vacation, so I'm treating myself a little bit. Technically. This is very technically. So that was that. I got 2 little things of honey. Well, little. This is ginormous. And then from the same store, I picked up these 2 bars of soap. What? Not for like our bodies, but for our hands. So we use my gosh, I'm having a hard time finding my English. This is evidently the first time I've ever filmed a video. In my kitchen and master bath and kids bathroom, we just have like a pump soap, like gel soap, I guess. But in my powder room, because I fancy, I have little bars of soap. So I'm going to cut, these are huge, but I'm going to cut it into like quarters or whatever and then put it in my little soap dish in there. But I thought these smelled so good. So this one was coconut sea salt and this one was sea salt and sage. You see a theme? I do love a sea salt.
Oh, this is straight white woman stuff right here.
It really is. I'm a little basic sometimes. I can't help it. But anyway, so it's the Pecan Tree Soap Company. I don't know if they have, oh, look at that. So I guess they do have a Facebook and an Instagram. So yeah, so I picked these up. I pulled these out of toiletries, by the way, in case you were curious about how we made all of these purchases work, but they smell so good. So give them a look. I do love supporting a small business if I can.
Which I'm not mad about because I end up benefiting from it.
It's true. You do. And then I don't have everything here with me actually, but these were, let me smell them. Was this the pine one or did I get more of the, I hope this doesn't light on fire. Okay, these are the pine ones. So this company that I got these little tea lights from I found out is actually based out of Dallas. So they're called Jackson Vaughn and it's a candle company. And so I went into the store and I smelled like a bunch of scents, but they had these votives off to the side. And I think this one was called Sunday Supper. And we talked about this, I think, in my last video. Like as far as fall scents are concerned, I like spicy, like cinnamon, and this kind of hit all those notes. It's like a citrus spice kind of scent, and they didn't have it in a big candle. They only had it in these tiny little votives. So I'm hoping that their online store will have it in a big candle because it smells so incredible. And then they had this other one called Road Trip, and it straight up smells like Christmas trees, which is like my favorite scent at Christmas time. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It literally smells like a Christmas tree, like juniper and all that kind of stuff. So I picked those up. So that was from Jackson Vaughn. I think I have a little card so that you guys can, if you're interested, you can look them up. Jackson Vaughn Society, I guess is what it's called. Can you see that? Oh yeah, it's coming through really clear. So they're based out of Dallas, but they were they had a shop in Wimberley, which was fun. And then just kind of along the way, we like stopped at different things. There was this, actually it made me laugh. There was this like very insular religious community in Waco of all places. And I'm like, guys, like, did you not learn from Waco in the 90s? It was the 90s, right? Mm-hmm. When that whole...
Yeah, the Branch Davidians.
The Branch Davidians, yeah, when those shenanigans happened. But there's another one. They said that they're just like a small religious, because they looked Mennonite to me. And I just straight up asked them because apparently I have no decorum or couth. But she was like, no, we're not Mennonite. She said they're a small Christian, non-denominational, like, I don't know. I mean, I say cult, but...
The fact is we don't know anything about them.
Right. I don't know anything about them, but I did think like they're kind of like a homesteading community. So, you know, they have like a dairy, they have a coffee shop, they make a lot of their own stuff. And they have, if you're driving south on 35, leaving the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you're heading toward Waco, there's a big billboard that says something about a cheese cave. This is that community. And when you see a sign for a cheese cave, you stop. So we went and tried a couple of their different cheeses. I did pick up a cheese from them, but it's currently in my refrigerator, so I can't show it to you here. But anyway, if you are ever in that area, I do highly recommend stopping. They have beautiful gift shops and lots of just goodies and stuff and handmade crafts and all that kind of stuff. So even though they're very Branch Davidian-like and in Waco, which is hilarious to me, you know, it's a good stop along your way. And Waco is just kind of cute anyway, because of course Magnolia is there, and we didn't stop at Magnolia this time because we've been a bunch of times and I really wanted to see the cheese cave. So anyways, but that's it. That's my little mini vacay haul. I told you it wasn't going to be much, but I always like to see what people like bring back, what kind of things like speak to them. And I always like to support small businesses if I can. And so that was a fun opportunity to do that. But we are going to go ahead and get into our cash stuffing now. So I am going to grab my wallet in which I have my teller slip. These, this got all crunched up, but I have these available in my shop as a digital download, but most recently as a little Post-it pad. So I just filled this guy out and pulled him right off of my little Post-it pad. So my shop will be linked below in the description bar if you are interested in this or any of the other products that I have. I make all of my envelopes and placeholders and things like that. And then just a ton of receipts from, you know, vacation and eating out and all sorts of stuff like that. These I scan into my cashback apps, Fetch and Receipt Hog. You can accrue points by scanning in receipts, and those points will eventually add up and you can trade them in for either cash or gift cards or whatever you like, depending on the app, of course, that you're using. So my referral for these apps is down below. If you use my referral code, I will get bonus points, and so will you. So again, that info is linked below. And then I just have one little single $1 bill that actually my husband handed to me. It was after the very last vacation purchase that we made, and he handed it to me and he said, here, put this in your dollar savings challenge. So this is all we have to add into the dollar savings challenge this week, because we actually went over budget a little bit on vacation, but we managed to finagle it and within money that we had in a couple of different from other envelopes and other categories. And it was like stuff we were pulling from like dine out and groceries and stuff like that. So we didn't go over budget in any sort of significant way where we had to like pull money out of things that didn't make sense to compensate for vacation. So
yeah, we actually didn't end up pulling from Family Fun because we sort of forgot that we had that money there. We pulled from, like you said, dine out,
groceries, Target, Yeah, because we didn't spend any of our Target money last week. So for those of you who are new to my channel, we earmark $100 every week for groceries from Target. And because we were on vacation, we didn't use any of that money. So we just slid that money on over into our vacation fund. And we ended up just only spending cash on vacation, which we were discussing last night. We literally got home, while I'm filming this, we got home from vacation yesterday. And we reconciled our entire budget after we got home so that we knew how much money to pull for today's cash stuffing.
Right.
And we were like, this is the first time in our marriage and our adult life that we have ever paid for vacation just cash.
Yep.
We've always put it on a credit card. So if you're wondering if this system works, if zero-based budgeting works, if cash stuffing works, it does. You have to stay diligent. You have to be on top of your finances and you have to be disciplined. Like, I can't tell you how many things I walked away from when we were on vacation.
Yeah, you can't just spend like you don't have any limits. You have to have an idea of how much money you have
Right.
to spend on vacation.
Right.
Money you've earmarked, and you have to stay, at or, a little around that amount. You
Right.
might be able to go a little over if you know that you can pull from other envelopes, but you can't just spend, all willy-nilly, so to speak.
Yeah. But we did well and we're really proud of ourselves. And when we reconciled all of the finances yesterday, we were just like nerdily excited over the fact that we had done this. We had achieved this thing. So this was like...
We have never done a vacation where we haven't at least financed some of it on a credit card, and we put not one penny on a credit card.
Not a single penny. Nope, not a single penny. So we were really proud of that. And this one little dollar, albeit just one little dollar, is a very special one because he is kind of leftover money from vacation. That and you can't tell because I'm just holding it, but this is so heavy with change right now. It's absolutely wild. So we did accrue quite a bit of change while we were on vacation. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this over because I'm just going to have to dump it in here because it's just that much. So, I'll try to, you can see, just so much change from cash spending on vacation. So, I think that filled it up half the way.
Yeah.
It had to have.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's definitely heavier now. Yep.
Wow.
I know, we're doing all right. All right.
Look at that. We got like an inch of change on the bottom of that jar.
Like a whole inch. All right, so we are going to just get back into the swing of things. I'm gonna grab my little cheat sheet. Well, I guess I can show you my little cash breakdown sheet. These are also available in my shop as a digital download. It won't be this size. This is a size that I'm working on potentially making a notepad out of. So I like making sure that it's user-friendly before I, invest in ordering something like that. But this is what I have off to the side so that I know what I'm stuffing in each envelope and in what denominations every single week. So first up, we are going to go into high priority sinking funds. We do have leftover grocery money because I do have to pop over to the grocery store just to tide us over until my grocery shopping day this week. But yeah, so we had 50, 65, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 76 left over from vacation. And then we are adding 325 to the mix this week. And a 5. And so now in groceries, we have 1, 2, 53, 50, 70, 85, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 400, no.
Yep.
1. 401?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Look at me counting right.
Yeah.
401 in groceries. And like I said, so I'm actually filming this on a Saturday. And so this groceries, the 76 that was left over is going to tide us over until my grocery shopping day on Tuesday. But you're seeing this on Monday. So tomorrow in your world. Taxes is up next. It's getting $5 this week. And we have 500 in the bank. And so then 600, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So $619 total in taxes. And this is for our personal taxes. And this is mostly just to fund our CPA or whatever he is, the accountant guy who does our taxes for us. And then I have another taxes envelope in my business binder that is just taxes that I earn on my income from Etsy and YouTube. So I keep them separate. My husband tracks them together. So, but for me, it just makes sense to have them separate. Anyways, medical is up next. It's getting $15 this week. Oops. And now in medical, I have 100, 200, 300, 50, 70, 80, 95, 96. So 396 in medical. Oopsies. Car expenses is up next, and it's getting $10 this week. And now in car expenses, we have 1, 2, 3, 50, 60, 70, 85. So 385.
And we got to take the car in, or I got to take the car in.
Yes.
Got an oil change.
Yeah, so when we were driving, I swear cars that are like shooting gravel out from the back of them are just magnetized toward my husband. Like it's like a
They
real.
are my nemesis.
They are his nemesis. And he was like, you know, trying to avoid them and all this sort of thing. And I was like, don't worry, we have an emergency fund and our car expenses. And he was like, I don't want to spend it. And I'm like, I don't either. But knowing it's there is comforting. Right. He disagreed. He was like, no, I just don't want to spend it. And I want cars to stop spitting gravel at me.
It's because I've lost probably 4 or 5 windshields in the past couple of years to gravel.
I know. It is excessive, but it just be like that sometimes. Home maintenance is up next. It's getting $15, and we did a little bit of spending out of this one recently, so that's why it's so depleted since the last time you saw it, but that's what it's here for. So
we had to replace the wheels, or we have to replace the wheels on our robot vacuum.
Yeah,
I feel like we talk about our robot vacuum all the time. We're like, it's great, you can replace the parts. And I think we've replaced all the parts that we can replace.
Well, because
these wheels on it now.
We've had it for like 3 or 4 years at this point. So the little individual pieces are going to wear out. But that's the beauty of the thing is that you can just replace the parts and not the vacuum. Because it works fine. And I love it. It really is like, it shouldn't have been such a life-changing purchase, but it really was. It like changed everything. So anyways, now in home maintenance, because I think I added the money.
I'm buying a robot butler when they come out with it.
Oh gosh, you bougie. All right, home maintenance now has 20, 30, 40, 55, 61. 61. What else did we spend on home maintenance? Oh, the French press.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
No, because you just blew out the mouth.
Well,
he doesn't think that I should have purchased our French press from home maintenance. I argued that it's the same as any other appliance or small appliance that we would, you know, purchase from that falls in the home maintenance category. Because, okay, listen.
No, don't misrepresent. My problem was we already have 3 different ways to consume coffee. We didn't need a 4th way to consume coffee.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
So my husband makes pour over coffee.
Chemex. Fantastic.
It's a Chemex.
Best cup of coffee I've ever had.
I'll leave it linked below if you guys are interested. It really does make a great cup of coffee. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. He is better at it, at like making coffee with it than I am. I do much better with a French press. Our French press was broken a couple of years ago when we lived in Haiti, and we haven't replaced it since then because I've just been using a drip coffee maker just like at home, like during the day. And then in the summertime, I always drink cold brew. I make my own cold brew. But we are now getting into well, it's going to eventually start getting colder in Texas. Right now, I'm still drinking cold brew. But I've been reading a lot lately about how drip coffee makers are really bad for you because it's dripping hot liquid into plastic, and then the plastic chemicals seep into your coffee, and that's not good for women, especially because, you know, it messes with your hormones and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, let's replace the French press because I'm good at making French press coffee and not pour over coffee. And so now we have a way to make pour over, a way to French press. I make cold brew. And then, of course, the drip coffee maker, which I'll stop using except for if we have huge groups of people to our house, like if I host brunch or something.
But don't worry, coffee is definitely not a drug, and we are definitely not addicted to it. We just have 4 different ways of putting it into our body.
Yeah, totally not addictive.
Next month, it'll be like, okay, I bought an IV coffee drip.
You stop it. I'm like Lorelai Gilmore. You can't have too much coffee. All right, household is up next, and it's getting $15 this week, and I think I just was normal with it this time. I was, because I knew that we had enough ones in here. And so now in household, we have 10, 25, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42. So yes, to answer your question from earlier, we do have enough to buy paper towels. Because we need to replenish those poor things. Toiletries is up next. It's getting $15. And this one, I did 2 5s. I don't know why I didn't just grab 2 when I was there. And then 5 1s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still with the ugliest looking bills. Like what in the, did somebody stain this with coffee? Okay, now in toiletries.
It's a new money filter.
Right? Now in toiletries, we have 10, 20, 35, 45, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, and 64 in toiletries. Meh. And this was after paying it back from buying that fancy soap on vacation. So, well done us. All right. Next up is clothes, and it's getting $25 this week. Just a 20 and a 5. And now in clothes, we have 50, 100, 20, 35, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. So 150 in clothes. So that's good news. And then I'm gonna scooch this off to the side. I keep bumping into it. Can you still see it? Oh yeah. So finance coach, I think is being skipped this week. I think so. Yeah, it is. Do you want a balance check?
Yeah, real quick.
All right. 20, 45, 50. Okay. Nice. Oops. All right. And then, oh, HOA is also being skipped this week. Wow. Do you want a balance check on that?
Yeah.
All right. 50, 70, 80, 90. Good stuff. I still have not put my envelopes in alphabetical order like Crystal requested. And apparently other people agreed with her because there were a few likes on it too. She was like, it's for those of us with OCD.
Listen, I appreciate that, but I got my spreadsheet set up.
She did ask if it was going to mess with the spreadsheet.
So I've got my spreadsheet set up in the way you do your envelope, so I can just go down the list.
Right. Well, we could rejig it.
No. That's a lot of work.
He's got feelings about it, guys.
I appreciate the need to alphabetize things, but I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
You've been overruled.
We'll discuss it. Okay, union dues is up next. It's getting $5 this week. And
did you say 90 on HOA?
Yes.
All right.
And now in union dues, we have 50, 70, 90, 105. 105 in union dues. Oh my gosh, I feel like we've been filming for so long. We just got through high priority sinking funds. And our emergency fund is currently fully funded. While we work through the Dave Ramsey baby steps, we've got $1,000 in our emergency fund in the bank. Next up is a low priority sinking funds, and dine out is going to be skipped for the rest of the month. We do not need to eat out anymore. We ate out plenty while we were on vacation and feel gross as a result. Work food, work meals is up next. It's getting $10 this week. And it has 20. Haircuts is also getting 20 this week. And it has 90 now. All right. Home, which is home decor, I thought was being stuffed this week. Evidently, I thought wrong. And because I bought those candles, it just only has $2 left in it right now.
Steal those dollars.
I'm not stealing these dollars. I need every little penny I can get in home decor. Dates is up next. It's getting $5. We are going on our date soon. So now in dates, we have 1, 2, 53, 05, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So $309 in dates.
Nice.
Yay.
Half that's going to go to the babysitter.
Right? Babysitters are so expensive. Okay, his is up next. This is my husband spending money. He is getting $10 this week. And now he has 1, 2, 53, 350, 60, 70, 85, 90, 1, and 2. So 392.
Nice.
You are very close to your goal. Do you want to tell them what you want, what you're saving for? No? Okay. I said that if you wanted to, you probably would, but anyways. Hers is up next. This is my spending money, and I'm getting $40 this week. And I think I just did, yeah, I did 220s. So now in my spending money, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 120. This is the most my envelope has had in quite some time. Look at me, like a little saver over here.
Oh, man.
I'm almost like you. Pretty Hair is up next. This funds my haircut, and it's getting $8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops. And now I have 20, 45, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 1, and 2 in my haircut. And I don't think I'm due until like mid to late September. So I still have quite some time to build up in that one. Lash Lift is getting 14 this week. And it's just a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so now in Lash Lift, I have 10, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. Now listen, I know my Lash Lift is a topic of great controversy, but the other day I was flicking through Instagram and I saw an ad for an at-home lash lift product. I don't remember the brand, but it was like $40 for all the stuff that you need to do 5 lash lifts at home. And you only do them like every 6 to 8 weeks. And I was checking the comments and stuff and, you know, reading different reviews and stuff. But if you guys have ever, if any of you have ever tried it, will you let me know in the comments, like if you have and what you thought of it? Because that is a significant reduction in price compared to what I pay somebody else to do it, obviously. And I do prefer to, you know, support somebody who is doing it for a living. But, you know, if you can cut corners financially every now and then, it's worth it. But I'm also a firm believer in you get what you pay for. So I'm a little nervous to try it, but I also really want to. So let me know if you guys have heard of it, first of all. And if you've used it or you know somebody who has and you have a positive or negative, I don't care. I just want to hear what your thoughts are if you know. So let me know in the comments if you have. Next up is Family Fun, and it's getting $10 this week. And now in Family Fun, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 80, 1, and 2. So we really could have pulled from Family Fun in order to balance out our vacay overage, but we did it. If I go over in groceries or something, I'll just pull it from this.
We'll reallocate.
Yeah. Anyways, Miscellaneous is getting $5 this week, and that will be all it has. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. And then House Project is getting $38 this week. So 20, 30, 5, 36, 37, 38. And now in House Project, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So nice. 497 in
you
House
should steal
Project.
3 from the Dollar Savings Challenge, make that an even 500.
No. But that's happy news because we are on our way toward saving for our gutters. The things that make you excited as an adult, I tell you. Young Veda is like, wow, really? Gutters though? Oh goodness. Anyways, next up, we're in our holiday sinking funds and we are popping into gifts and giving it 25 this week. So 25. And now in gifts, we have 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, and 3. So 123 in gifts. That would be my daughter in the background. She was playing, so I just waited for her to move back into her room. Okay, next up is Partey. It's getting $10. And now in Partey, we have 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, and 3. They're gonna have to save up for my son's birthday party. So even though his birthday it's actually this upcoming weekend, he waits to have a birthday party a little bit more into the school year so that he can, meet his friends that he is in school with and invite them to his birthday party. So we usually do it like October, November, and then we do like a big bonfire, s'mores, the whole thing. So we make it worthwhile. We make the wait worthwhile. So that's what we're saving for right now on that. And then Valentine's Day is actually being skipped this week. Do you want to count?
Yes.
Okay, 20, 35, 36, 37. I feel like that hasn't changed in forever.
Yeah, that hasn't.
And then Easter also being skipped. Do you need the count?
Yeah, I get it. I just need a count for everything.
Okay, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
Does that track?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, vacation.
Empty.
Empty. Oh, I guess I can take out this.
Yep, that's not true anymore.
Yeah, that's not true.
Oh, well.
Got all schmutzy. These are in my shop, if you're interested. These placeholders.
Without the schmutz.
Without the schmutz. Yeah, they're not schmutzed. Yeah, vacation is empty for a while. Back to school is getting $15 today, which will be helpful because we have to go back to school shopping, which will be fun. I actually like all of that, so it'll be fun for me and probably nobody else, but that's okay.
No, it's not bad. Walk around, buy something.
Yeah.
Kids for the things. Things for the kids.
Yeah, kids for the things. Well, and also this will be the first time we've ever cash funded this too. Usually we just throw it on the credit card.
That's true.
Look at us.
How did we live like that?
I don't know. That was foolish. Don't do it, guys.
Yeah, it's not
Cash
great.
stuff, zero-based budget. You'll be much happier.
Yeah.
And you'll have a plan. Anyway, back to school now has 50, 100, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 40, 50, 65, 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79. Mm-hmm. So 279 and back to school. That is good stuff. My daughter really wants like a fun backpack this year. She likes all of those little, this hand motion means nothing to you guys. The sequin things that you can push up and push down and push up and push down.
I gotta be honest, that hand motion meant nothing to me.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's laughing. But yeah, she likes all that kind of stuff, which is hilarious for a person like me who literally doesn't like anything sparkly or glittery or colorful. And she is such a colorful, vibrant, sparkly, glittery kind of girl. Mm-hmm. So we are a comical team. Halloween is fully funded until Halloween. It has $160 in it. And Thanksgiving is getting $10 this week. And so now in Thanksgiving, we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 40, $150 and $5. So $155 in Thanksgiving, which is super duper exciting. Oops. And I forgot to pull out my savings challenge here, which I will do right now. But this was from Taylor over at A Little of It All. And this was a savings challenge that earmarked money for our Nutcracker tickets for Christmas, which we did achieve. We made the $300 for that. And so I can pull it out. I just forgot to. But this week in Christmas, we are stuffing $50, the last money over here. And so in Christmas Now, we have 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 70, 90, 310, 330, 50, 70, 90, 5, 96, 97, and 98. So 398. And actually, we just spent from this because some things that I wanted for Christmas went on sale. And because they weren't like big items, I asked my husband, do you want me to just buy them? And then you don't have to worry about doing it. And he's like, yeah, because they were like 30% off. So it was like some jewelry that I've been wanting from Etsy. So that's what we got.
That's not how we normally do.
No, we like surprises. So like I give him and my family members a list and that's how we do it. Like I love a surprise. I love not knowing what I'm getting, but because it was working out like this and I liked the items on Etsy and you know, I saw that she was running a sale for 30% off. I was like, let's just go ahead and grab it. I guess, you know what? I'll leave it linked below in case, you know, any of you are interested in some pretty jewelry and, you know, supporting another little small business on Etsy. So that's that. And then Zoo obviously is being skipped this week. We don't have any more money to stuff, but we'll give her a count: 20, 40, 60, 80 in Zoo.
Yes.
Okay. And then Pull, also skipped, but 20, 40, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the Pool, which is closed now as of, well, as of the time you're watching it, it's closed. And then we are adding just one little dollar into the dollar savings challenge, but that's okay. This dollar is representative of the fact that we funded our vacation with cash. That's a big deal. And then I think we said we were going to put the dollar challenge toward school. Although so many people were like, put them toward the gutters since your husband always complains about the $1 being stolen from everything.
You can literally say it's being washed away.
Nice.
Thank you.
That was an epic dad joke.
Yes, it was.
Oh my goodness.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. I am sorry that I didn't have any content for you guys on Friday, but again, I would much rather give you something worthwhile and entertaining than just like throwing a video up just because. I have seen a request here and there for a Q&A. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, pop your questions down below. I'll compile them and look at the most like commonly asked ones and maybe do a Q&A in the near future. It's definitely something that I should have thought about probably before I went on vacation because I think that probably would have been a worthwhile video to put up, but I digress. This is where we find ourselves now. But thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We are back to our regularly scheduled uploads and yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. And then I will see you guys on Friday with a weekly check-in. Bye, everyone.